Let's look at the real world data and finally answer the question, how much do YouTube ads actually cost? So timestamps below, along with some other helpful videos to actually building out your campaigns if you decide these costs are reasonable for you. So we'll go through cost per view, cost per click, and then cost per subscriber, which is not going to be pretty. I'm definitely going to get some hate comments for it. But when it comes to actual views, it is still possible to pay 1 to 2 cents. Now, jumping into a summary chart here, to answer the question, it's 4 to 7 cents to run ads on YouTube, whether you're doing discovery or you're doing, or I should say in feed now, I'm gonna keep saying discovery, whether you're doing in feed or you're doing in stream. And so with these particular costs, I've broken them down by targeting. So certain types of targeting wind up costing more than others. Now, jumping into my ads account here, I've gone ahead and highlighted all of my remarketing campaigns and similar to campaigns. So feel free to pause, timestamps below. But long story short, when it comes to remarketing, I found that if you're targeting people who have watched your channel over a 90-day or 540-day period, it's going to be significantly less than if you're targeting people who have watched in the past 30 days or less, and that simply comes down to audience sizes. The larger an audience that you're targeting, the lower your costs are ultimately going to be. Now, if you're not doing remarketing or not doing similar to audiences, then you'd probably want to know about how much it costs to target new people. And so this first one we have is targeting channels, cost 5 cents. Then combined audiences using combinations of life events and in-market audiences cost 6 cents. And then custom intent and running keywords cost 7 cents, which makes sense because if you're targeting specific keywords or you're creating a custom intent audience around a set of keywords, you're going to wind up paying more. Although in terms of results, as you can see, channels and custom intents are the only two that I didn't pause. And those would be the two targeting options. I would recommend targeting channels, channel-specific videos in large batches, or go ahead and creating a custom intent audience using keywords as your starting point. Those are the best that I've found so far going into 2022 here when it comes to trying to grow your channel and get more attention. Now, when it comes to 1 or 2 cent views, right? I'm talking 4 to 7 cent views, of course, targeting specific types of countries. If you go worldwide and you just target anyone under the sun, when it comes to your remarketing and when it comes to your similar, you will be able to get 1 cent views, as you can see with this second chart. Now, when it comes to the specific countries that are going to give you the 1 cent and 2 cent views, well, you're going to have to test that for yourself. And when you're just trying to get the lowest cost per view, setting your campaign worldwide and then just saying you're not going to pay more than 3 cents per view is going to get you in that 1 to 2 cent range anyway. So you don't really have to worry about location targeting when it comes to just trying to get the cheapest views possible. Now, when it comes to whether or not those views actually matter in the context of watch time, new subscribers, paying customers, probably not. Most of those views are really, really bad, and your watch time will absolutely be atrocious because you're just trying to get as much attention as possible. And the only time you would do that is if you just wanted to have the view count on your video really high for some reason. Now, when it comes to the data for these particular two, here are the campaigns that these actually started way back in 2017. And so the costs are going up, but it's still possible for these campaigns to get 1 to 2 cent views. Now, that does it for how much it's going to cost per view. Now, how much does it cost per click? Well, unfortunately right now, I only have one campaign that's actually running traffic off of YouTube used via in-stream ads, and the current cost per click is sitting at around $3.30 or something. So something that you'll notice when you run in-stream ads is your first couple of days, if not weeks, you're going to be getting less than $2 per click. This particular campaign started at less than $1.50, and we were really, really happy. But as soon as you try and scale, just like with anything, your costs are going to go up rapidly. So at $5 a day, we were able to keep this campaign with a cost per click under $1.50. But as soon as we went to $10 and $15 a day, the cost per click actually increased as well. And so this is actually one area where I would recommend having a lower budget is actually an advantage because you're going to get a better cost per click, you're going to get better cost per views and better conversions when you spread your budget out over a long period of time, as opposed to trying to just find everyone who's a good fit right out of the gate. Now, cost per views when it comes to remarketing for in-stream ads is costing us around 6 to 7 cents. So now we're going to get to what most people really care about, and that is the cost per subscriber. So we'll go back to these couple of campaigns that have been running since 2017. And the reason I have to use these is, as you may have noticed, YouTube doesn't actually, or Google Ads doesn't actually tell you how many subscribers a campaign gets until you're over 100 subs. And when you see how much subscribers cost, you'll realize that you're probably not going to want to invest too much time and energy into creating a lot of really optimized campaigns for subscribers. So here is how much it actually costs. When it comes to remarketing viewers, it's costing us $1.52. When it comes to remarketing active viewers, this is trying to get at people who have recently viewed a video. It jumps up to $2.42. And then if we're going with a completely cold audience where we're saying, hey YouTube, we have these subscribers, go find people more like them using a similar audience, it wound up being over $3. Now, these costs are incredibly high, and I actually don't think it's really worth it running campaigns to simply grow a YouTube channel. Now, if you have some sort of business, product, or monetization off of your audience or off of your channel growth, then yeah, these numbers are actually not that bad, especially if you look at $1.50. Although way back in 2017 and 2018, I was paying 30 to 70 cents per viewer. So we have more than doubled, if not tripled in some instances, of cost per new subscriber. And I think it's just going to get more expensive. So if you're just trying to grow your YouTube channel, YouTube ads is probably not the place to put your extra time, effort, and money. But if you're growing a YouTube channel because you know that you're going to be able to monetize that audience later on down the road with offers outside of YouTube AdSense, then this strategy I think still makes sense, and it's something that we will continue to do. So thank you so much for watching. Sincerely hope you got your questions answered in terms of how much you can expect to pay for your YouTube ads going into 2022. And if you have different numbers, if you have different data, please comment below with them, because your data and your insights are going to help other people make an informed decision. Because in doing research for this video, all of the top Google search results were just total fluff, and none of them actually had any real world data. And again, this is just my real world data. It doesn't necessarily mean your results will be this good or this bad, depending upon how you're taking this. So hit that like button, subscribe for more marketing insights just like this one. And until the next, keep building the business you love.